I was like, well, this is an herbivore, and herbivores don't eat things that have bones in them. And then I started looking and saw the scales, and then I kind of put it all together. Poor little buddy. Oh, he kind of just fell down here and died. That means that they're in the air now. Or blood down. Oh, yeah.
What's your professional opinion on what happened to the tortoise?
He's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Any particular cause of death?
Who knows? Oh, here it is. That's really cool. You don't normally get to see inside of them like that. It's probably diseased. Something going on with it, or it was too heavy. Mark Sawaro's cool.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2024. Today's video is going to be a demonstration of some of the tips and techniques that I like to use when hunting a new area. So I basically check a variety of spots as I go through the area. This is one where the overburden was about 8 or 9 inches high. I detected in layers down to it. Once I got down to the bedrock, I discovered there was quite a bit of trash. So I used a neodymium magnet on my pick to basically magnet detect the bedrock, get that trash out of there. That way I can get back to digging more gold and less trash. Decrease the amount of trash you're digging and increase the amount of gold you're finding. And also get sugars and snuggles from your puppy. Another one of my favorite spots for cherry picking a new area is find where heavies have built up in the wash. Now, these are big rocks. They're very heavy. And it doesn't matter to me how they got there. If they came down a hill, if they broke off from 3 or 4 feet away, or if they washed down from 50 feet away. What I need to know and why I like these is because big rocks like this can impede the flow of water. It can slow it down. When the water gets slowed down, it's a great place for gold to get trapped. And I really want to get down to the crevices underneath these rocks. So I'm going to take a few moments, just use my pick and just pick them out, get down and see what's down on the bottom. So we've already hit 2 different types of areas. We dug some overburden out down to bedrock, a little deeper. Now we're moving some of this composition material. The next area that we're going to check is going to be a shallower area. And this is really like what gets gold prospectors and metal detectors going, is this shallow bedrock, this schisty bedrock. It's got all kinds of cracks and crevices. So here I've already used my layering technique. I initially detected the surface, didn't hear anything. I scraped it down an inch, detected it again, scraped it down another inch, detected it again, until I got down, rinse and repeat until I get down to the bedrock. And once I'm down to the bedrock, I take my pick and my neodymium magnet, remove all or as much of that trash as I can. Then I know that the targets I'm left with have an extremely high probability of being gold because they're not magnetic junk. I'll show you my toolkit a little bit later. I carry a variety of brushes. My big brush, I really love this thing because it'll move a lot of material. But when I start zeroing in on where a target is and I want to go down and get it, I have a number of smaller brushes that'll help me do it. And I recommend having 2 or 3 different brush sizes with you. You'll find it really works well as you're going through and you're learning to detect. Now this next area we're going to jump into, it's kind of a channel and it's on an inside bend. And again, 3 different areas, right? So I'm hitting the overburden, I'm digging that out, that I'm going and moving the composition of rocks. I'm hitting the shallower bedrock, and now I'm hitting a channel on an inside bend. Again, maximizing my use of time through smart techniques that I'm demonstrating to you. And I'm checking a variety of areas to see, is there gold here? Because gold, it can be very fickle, it can be finicky, and it can fall where it's going to fall. So I like to check my favorite types of areas, see if there's any gold there, and if it's not, just keep moving on. In this next segment, what you're going to see is what I call the Joe versus a volcano mindset. And this is a big rock. It's not a piece of bedrock. It's crazy heavy. And I'm not the kind of guy, I've done it in the past. I've been Joe versus a volcano, but I'm okay with just walking away. I can dig down underneath that rock and then roll it. I'm not going to spend hours and hours just for the sake of moving a rock. I can go get a come along, a pry bar, or whatever. It can always be another day. I'm cool with just leaving it there. Now here's my tool pouch. Now I know a lot of guys go out and pay 30 or 50 bucks for a special tool pouch, and it's really cool. But I paid 50 cents for this at a thrift store. It's actually a paintball pouch where the paintball guys would put their little frozen canisters of paintball in there. So I've got a variety of tools in here. Most important is a poke, obviously. I've got some snippers and just a bunch of different brushes and tools and picks. I even have a loop in here. And what you'll notice, and don't tell my wife about the spoon, but what you'll notice is all of my tools are really, really beat up, just like my detector shaft is, because I get out and I use this stuff all the time. I'm always using it. And these little pouches, who knows what you'll find if you go to a thrift store or secondhand store, but I'm not the kind of guy who's going to pay 30 or 50 bucks for a pouch when I can just get one for 50 cents that'll work just as well. It's a nice, sturdy canvas pouch. And even got a bonus nail in there as well. Isn't that awesome? How much gold did I find in this exploration video? Well, here's a little piece that I'll show you. Maybe I found a lot more. Maybe I didn't. That's my secret. I'm not always going to show you every piece of gold I find, but there you go. There is some gold. Pretty awesome.